After 9 years, 4 anime seasons, 402 chapters, and as of 2019, 49.9 million volumes sold, Haikyuu's characters have left everything on the court. But which of the anime's volleyball players are the best at their sport? Let's find out in this video, Haikyuu's top 10 players ranked. Welcome to Cosplay-FTW, your #1 source for the latest lowdown on anime and manga news, updates, and analyses. So sit back, relax, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Date ba yo! In Haikyuu, the themes of sport, talent, teamwork, and character growth are thoroughly explored as the underdog volleyball team, Karasuno, work their way up to nationals and into the hearts of millions around the world. Beloved sports anime Haikyuu filled its roster with talented volleyball teams, and in every team, each position is filled by someone uniquely equipped for that skill set, be it the captain, setter, libero, middle blockers, pinch server, wing spikers, and the ace. That's why our rankings today are based on the player's skill in their specific position, plus their overall contribution to the team, balanced by their shortcomings as a player. Stay tuned until the end to not only find out our chosen ace player, but also the most popular Haikyuu character based on Crunchyroll's latest 30,000 vote fan poll. At number 10, we have Kenma Kozume. Being a top player is not just about brawn, as Kenma Kozume strongly proves. Known as the brain of Team Nekoma, Kenma is the setter of Nekoma High, who goes beyond his average individual athletic ability and stamina by capitalizing on his off-the-charts strategic sense. He uses this to sharply analyze the opposing team's strategy, players, skills, and dynamics while devising the smartest maneuvers to counter them. With this, he comes up with the most intricate plans that can break the opposing team's spirit. Start slow and hard is the name of the game of Nekoma High, since they use the early game to adapt to the players and their style. As they discover and adjust to the opposing team's strengths and weaknesses, Nekoma turns on the offensive in the final stretch, quickly gaining back any points they may have lost. Due to the usage of Kenma's extreme intelligence being greatly dependent on his teammates to facilitate during games, we had to rank him a bit lower than the other players. He still gets a very respectable number 10 placement on our list. Number 9, Tsurokuro. With Nekoma High taking their time in the early game, defense is surely a key aspect of their game, and the heart of that is the impregnable defense of captain and middle blocker Tsurokuro. Kuro pressures his opponents with his expertise in coordinating his blocks with timing and reading the spiker. With exceptional speed, technique, and game sense, Kuro jumps so he reaches his apex right as the ball is spiked downwards on the other side of the net, allowing him to block spikes from the taller and stronger opponents. A master of timing, Kuro has proven himself to be a well-rounded player that contributes to Nekoma's offense and defense. He doesn't shirk from his mentoring duties as captain either, as he took time to take Tsukishima under his wing during training camp to teach him the personal time difference attack, where a spiker alters the timing of their jump, throwing off the defending blockers. Kuro doesn't seem to have any big weaknesses, but he does oftentimes act as simply another undifferentiated unit of his team, another cog in the machine, if you will. With much of Nekoma's focus being on amplifying Kenma's ability to act as the brain, sometimes Kuro himself can fade into the background during games. And that's why we've placed him at number 9. Number 8 on our list is Kodaihashiyumi. Nothing beats a good defense like a good offense, and Kodaihashiyumi, wing spiker of Kamomedai High, is the perfect example of that. Similar in short and lean body type to Hinata, he also possesses next-level stamina, indescribable speed, and staggering jumping power that let him go all out on the offensive. Hashiyumi's jump serves, with their extreme power and accuracy, scare even the strongest of players. With his vastly superior volleyball experience, he balances these powerful serves with strategic techniques such as feints, crosses, wipes, and straight spikes. Not to mention, his receives are always reliable. Along with Kageyama, he was one of the few students to be invited to the All-Japan Youth Intensive Training Camp. He's an excellent player who's solid on defense and downright scary on offense. Watch out! Hashiyumi's height was something he struggled with at first, but learned not to see it as an impediment, and instead focused on diligently working to become a formidable player. He's become a great all-rounder, a monster of a player in fact, and is definitely deserving of 8th place on our list from what we've seen of him thus far. Number 7 is one of the top 5 ace players, the high-spirited and temperamental Kotaro Bokuto, the one and only captain and wing spiker of Fukurodani Academy. Bokuto specializes in cross spikes and straight spikes that unpredictably direct the ball to the point that they're almost untouchable by his opponents. Kuro even remarked that he performs at the same level as the top-tier aces when he's serious. He has an excellent grasp of the game and the ball, allowing him to execute insane cut shots through blockers. He is also extremely skilled at performing feints and wipes. He also passes on these skills to Hinata at the Tokyo Summer Training Camp. As a captain, Bokuto's unswerving spirit creates the unyielding foundation for their team. At the same time, Bokuto's tendencies towards wildly inconsistent moods on the court can seriously affect his game. Luckily, his teammate Akashi knows just how to deal with this. We did have to rank him slightly lower on our list for this reason, but he still earns a very well-deserved 7th place. Our number 6 is Kiyomi Sakusa. Another student of the All Japan Youth Intensive Training Camp and our second ace on the list, Kiyomi Sakusa was Itachiyama's Academy's ace spiker and was number 1 among the top 3 aces within the country in his high school days. With his ultra-flexible wrists, he can easily control the ball with extreme precision to perform near impossible shots with controlled snaps as well as put the nastiest of spins on the ball. His swift and powerful spikes are strong enough to penetrate even the strongest of blockers. He also has a great game sense that allows him to see through his opponents and strategize accordingly. Sakusa was only a second year when he was named one of the top 3 aces in Japan, and we see a lot of potentiality for even more growth here. This places him quite squarely at number 6 in our books. The game is really heating up with our top players from all over Japan, and that's just the first half. Keep watching to find out the true king of the court and who won the most hearts in the Crunchyroll 2020 fan poll. You might be surprised that the two aren't the same.
Ad time.
Wow! Summer's here. I can't wait to go to anime cons, cosplay pool parties, photo shoots, and... Wait a minute. I don't have any new cosplays. What the heck am I gonna do?
I am the cosplay bear, and I'm here to tell you, don't worry girl, that's easy. Just go to Cosplay-FTW.com, where you can find hundreds of cosplays, props, and wigs, and everything you need to have a great summer doing TikToks or photos or whatever, and they ship worldwide.
Thanks, Cosplay Bear. You and Cosplay-FTW have saved my summer.
End of ad.
Mr. 100% is up next. Toru Oikawa is the captain and setter of Aoba Josai High, whose most remarkable strength is bringing out 100% from his team. He does this so intuitively that he could achieve the same with a team of strangers. No joke. As an individual player, he possesses a natural athleticism that enables him to perform pinpoint accurate jump serves that often go untouched, racking up countless points in matches. As a setter, Oikawa is observant and sensitive to the needs of his spikers, able to deliver the exact set that will draw out their full potential. As Kageyama's greatest rival, he has garnered the nickname Great King from Hinata. His sometimes childish and frivolous antics are heavily contrasted with a fiercely competitive nature. His ambition is so much so that he can go too far. This is something we see as his greatest strength, but ultimately his greatest weakness as well. He's more than earned his place at number 5. The best setter highlights the spiker, and that is none other than Atsumu Miya of Inarizaki High School, another attendee of the All Japan Youth Intensive Training Camp. He also holds the title for Best High School Setter in Japan, beating out even Oikawa. His technical skill allows him to personalize each set for maximum accuracy and ease for the spiker, often making the spiker look better than they actually are. He is also often a service ace with his mastery of the jump serve and jump float serve. With this, Atsumu easily goes toe-to-toe with Kageyama and can even pull off Hinata and Kageyama's extreme quick attack, a move only the best and most talented players can execute. Not to mention, he performed a workable version of it with his brother on their first try. Atsumu may have an attitude now and then, but he is an invaluable asset that no team would want to pass up, and with that he receives a well-deserved 4th place. A defense with no holes doesn't exist. This quote from the man himself perfectly embodies Wakatoshi Ushijima, the captain and ace of Shiratorizawa Academy, who holds the position of one of the top 3 aces in the country. Ushijima's sheer strength and peak physical conditions gives his spikes the power they need to break through even the strongest blockers. Blocking or receiving his attacks have been noted to cause extreme pain in the opponent. He also has an ace up his volleyball sleeve. He's left-handed, a rare quality in volleyball players. This gives him the upper left hand that is, in the court and leaves his opponents clueless on how to counter. This guy's middle name should be Endurance because even at the end of their 5-set match against Karasuno, he could still power up his spikes to shock and awe his opponents. This powerhouse rounds up our top 3. Number 2 on our list, but the overwhelming number 1 in the Crunchyroll Haikyuu fan poll is none other than Shoyo Hinata. He won the poll for favorite character with 47.90% of more than 30,000 votes worldwide. So who's the real number 1? You'll decide. And while you mull that over, let me share some more about our favorite lovable middle blocker of Karasuno High. Hinata hits the court running as a small but mighty ball of energy and agility. His speed on the court is unparalleled. Paired with his terrifyingly powerful jumps, his speed allows Hinata to land a point even before the opponents know he's coming. He was initially average in serving and receiving, but after much training, he stepped up his game to jump serve, receive, and set at a pro level. He claimed the nickname the greatest decoy with his bigger-than-life attitude and overwhelming presence on the court that allowed other spikers to score alongside him. Eventually, he became his own greatest decoy, lowering the opposing team's defenses against him so he can put the ball exactly where he wants it. Hinata shows the greatest growth in the series and embodies his own words. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And the number 1 on our list is the king of the court, Tobio Kageyama. Unsurprisingly, he also won second place in the Crunchyroll fan poll for the most favorite character. It's a far second though, with 10.6% of the votes compared with 47.90% for Shoyo. Regardless of his popularity, Kageyama has truly earned his title of King of the Court as the genius setter of Karasuno High. As the king, he rules over the court with his technical and analytical skills, setting pinpoint tosses while considering all the possible angles and placements in a blink of an eye. Having attended the prestigious All Japan Youth Training Camp, he also has a killer jump serve that often gets an ace with its precision and accuracy. He is the perfect complement to the lightning-quick novice Hinata, and together, they created the all-too-famous Quick Attack. He was able to develop this pro-level attack with such an inexperienced player with the help of his analytical skills that allow him to fine-tune his set to match the ability and preference of the spiker. If they adjust to me, I just have to adjust in turn. Whoever stops adjusting won't be able to continue forward. Truly, he has demonstrated this time and time again as a genius setter and the king of the court. With the manga concluding with chapter 402 in July 2020, Haikyu will be surely missed. Haruichi Furudate launched Haikyuu all the way back in 2011, and ever since meeting Shoyo Hinata and the volleyball team for the first time, millions of people around the world have been gripped, or should I say served, by the story of Karasuno High. To keep the volleyballs flying, tell us in the comments down below what else you would like us to talk about in Haikyuu. Most popular players, best teams, best setters, best spikers. Let us know so we can talk about it some more. While we let the Haikyuu surf sink in, you should stay tuned for our next set of pro villains that is, in our upcoming video My Hero Academia Villains, from naughty to evil incarnate, where we give you the lowdown on the dark underbelly of the MHA universe to date. Thanks for watching, this is Cosplay-FTW. Fly!
A couple of weeks ago, I saw someone on TikTok get a Haikyuu mystery box. I don't remember who it was, but I decided to get one, and it came in the mail today. You can get the mystery box at K-pop-FTW. They ask for like your shirt size and your favorite team so that they can keep those preferences in mind. I picked Shiratorizawa and Karasuno just so I could have some variety, and I'm really excited to see what I got. I think it came with a plushie. Little asshole Kageyama. Looks like there's a little lanyard, very cute. Little Ushijima keychain, but it kind of looks like he's holding an olive. Also came with these 2 pins, which are pretty cute. They're kind of bulky, but they're cute. Supposed to come with the shirt too, but oh boy. Look at this. Oh my god. Even his phone case is a little monster. I can't. Body pillow person, but as a Tendo Kini, I'm not mad. Besides Ushijima.